Hello, myself Gomati, Ed, Department of Mathematics, KCS Kasinada College of Arts and Science. Now, we discuss about the topic is probability. Probability means we want to say in a single word, by chance, or it may or may not be. Probability is one of the most practical field of math. In daily life, we face lot of uncertainty. What does that mean? In situation we don't know. Many of them they don't know what is probability, but they apply in day-to-day life. Let us see some examples of probability. In our country, many of them take insurance policy. Do you know? Everyone need it? Definitely no. Probably out of 100 who take insurance, only 10 use it. But why we take insurance? Because life is so uncertain that we may not know when do we use it. For the safety side, probably take insurance. Next, weather report is the best example for probability. When we consider weather condition, especially when we see the weather report, they say that it may rain. So everything it is a probably. We may not be sure that this what is going to be happen. For example, we saw couple of days before they said it is going to be a dry sunshine for Chennai past 3 days. But today we saw the rainfall. So though they said that it is going to be a dry day, but we see the rainfall. So everything is probably in life. We may not be sure things going to happen. When you consider sports, two teams competing, for example, cricket match, India Pakistan compete with each other. We are all know that only one is going to win the probability, but the two teams are competing. Election is also example of probability because we can't decide the results. In such a way, in day-to-day life, so many examples is there. We recall some basic definitions of probability. The first one is random experiment. The experiment which don't produce the same results or outcome of an every trial are called as random experiment. Example, if we toss a coin, first time we get head and second time tail, another time head or tail, anything may happen. These are different the outcome is called random experiment. Next heading is trial and event. The performance of a random experiment is called a trial and outcome is called event. Example, a rolling a die is a trial and the outcome. The single rolling a die outcome is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or event. So we want to simply say that action is trial, the result is event. Next heading is sample space. The set of all possible outcomes of an experiment is called as sample space. For example, if you toss here two coins simultaneously, what is sample space? Two coin sample space is HH, HT, TH, TT. The total number of sample space is 4. That means N of S equal to 4. Next one is probability. Probability, we have here two types of probability. First one is empirical probability and the next one is theoretical probability. What is theoretical probability? Two teams, that is team A and team B, to play a game. At the beginning of match, who will win? Definitely we don't know. Only both of them win 50-50 percentage of chance. This is the theoretical probability. And then suppose in the past they play 5 matches. Team A win 3 matches and Team B win 2 matches. Based on data, we calculate the probability is a empirical probability. Basic definition of probability. This is a common for empirical and theoretical probability. There is what is the classical definition of probability? P of A equal to number of favorable outcome divided by total number of all outcomes. This is the formula for the probability. That is P of A equal to N of A by N of S. These conditions are the necessary for classical probability. First one, the probability of an event lies between 0 to 1, that is, the range of the probability is 0 and 1. That is, the probability never go beyond 0 and beyond 1, both inclusive. And second one, the sum of probability of all possible outcomes is 1. That is, the probability of success and the probability of failure equal to 1. Third one, the probability of an event that is not in the sample space is 0. That is, the probability of impossible event is 0. I will give some example. A single row of a die. What is the probability? We will do a roll of a 7. In a single die, we don't have a 7. In single die, we have sample space only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't have a 7. So it is an impossible event. So the probability of this one is 0. And fourth one is P of A plus P of A bar equal to 1. That is, the probability of favorable outcome plus probability of non-favorable outcome equal to 1. In the second point, although we discovered the sum of probability is 1. Although we know the non-favorable outcome, we can easily find the favorable outcome. Or we know the favorable outcome, we can easily find the non-favorable outcome. Let us continue the definitions. Exhaustive events. The total number of possible outcomes of a random experiment is called exhaustive events. For example, a coin is tossed. The number of sample space is 2. This is exhaustive events is 2. In 2 coins are tossed, the exhaustive events are 4. In generally, the coins are continually 2 coins, 3 times for example. In generally, the total exhaustion of n coins is 2 power n. Next topic is independent and dependent event. Most of the students are confused with what is independent, what is dependent event. In the way of example, we can easily identify which one is dependent, which one independent. For example, in a bag contains 10 balls. What is the probability of getting a 1 ball? This is a 1 by 10. Without replacement, then find the probability of getting another ball is, the probability is 1 by 9 because we didn't replace it. Well, only total we have 9 balls. So the probability is 1 by 9. The second result depend on first result is, it's a dependent event. The second result doesn't depend on first result is, it's an independent event. That's all. Equally, next heading is equally likely events. The two events are said to be equally likely if one of them cannot be expect the other outcome. The first outcome does not depend on the second outcome. For example, throw a die. What is the problem getting 1? 1 by 6. Another one outcome is, what is the probability getting 5? It's a 1 by 6. One outcome does not affect the other outcome. It is the equally likely events. We solve some simple problems on probability. First one, a bag contains 6 red and 7 black balls. Find the probability of drawing a red ball. We have to find the probability of red ball. So first you find what is the favorable outcome, what is the total outcome. We need, in this question, we need a favorable outcome is red ball. First we find the total outcome. The given question is, number of red ball is 6, number of black ball is 7. Therefore, the total ball is 13. This is the total sample space, that is n of s. Next, we need a favorable outcome. Favorable outcome is red ball. The total of favorable outcome is 6. Therefore, P of A equal to n of A by n of s. Therefore, 6 by 13. 6 is a favorable outcome. 13 is a total outcome. Problem 2. What is the chance that a leap year selected at random will contain 53 Sundays? The question is, in the leap year, how many Sundays we get? What is the possibilities there? Solution. A leap year consists of 360 days. 360 days means first we have to find out how many weeks and how many days. So divide by 7, that is 366 by 7. We get the 52 quotient and remainder is 2. Therefore, 52 weeks and 2 days. Therefore, 52 Sundays definitely. Remaining 2 days. In 2 days, how many possibilities there? We have to find out. First, you have to write the sample space. We have total 7 days. We have to find the 2 to pass. That means sample space is Monday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and another one option is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Saturday, Sunday. We need only a Sunday. How many Sundays is there? The Sunday, Monday, and Saturday, Sunday. It's a favorable. Sunday is a favorable outcome. Therefore, 2. That is, favorable outcome is 2. The total outcome. Total we have 7 pairs. Therefore, n of s equal to 7. Therefore, p of a equal to n of by n of s 2 by 7. This is the TNPSC question also. Probability is one of the chapter in aptitude. Next problem. What is the chance that a non-leap year selected at random will contain 53 Sundays? Last term is it's a leap year, this is a non-leap year. You have to know, definitely you have to know the difference between leap year and non-leap year. Leap year means 366 days. Non-leap year means 365 days. So in the same way, you try yourself. Next, the key points. In a single event, you can easily find the probability. Simple problems. More than one event is there, the such difficulty is there. That time we use the key points. The first one, the clue. The at least or either or means we have to use the P of A union B. And second one, it mentioned in question both A and B means use the P of A intersection B. And third one, you mentioned at most or neither A or not B. That means P of A bar intersection B bar. And fourth one is one of them. One of them means either A selected or B selected. So using that formula, P of A into P of B bar plus P of A bar into P of B. That means A is selected and B is non-selected. B is selected and A is non-selected. Next, some important formulas. First one, P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. This is addition theorem for probability. And next formula is P of A union B union C equal to P of A plus P of B plus P of C minus P of A intersection B minus P of B intersection C minus P of A intersection C plus P of A intersection B intersection C. This is applicable for more than 2 elements for addition theorem. For third one, P of A intersection B equal to P of A into P of B. This is applicable for independent events. I already discussed about what is independent event. And fourth one is P of A union B union C equal to 1 minus P of A bar intersection B bar intersection C bar. It is applicable only for the independent events. Next, we discuss about formula based problem. Problem 1. In a class, 30% of students offer English, 20% offer Hindi, and 10% offer both. If a student is selected at random, what is the probability that he has offered English or Hindi? We have to use the clues. First one, the formula based problems always applied only for more than 2 events. You have to check out your single event or more than 2 events. English or Hindi. So 2 events, English is A, Hindi is B. So we can apply. So for all means you have to union P of A union B. First put the name. First one is probability of student offered English is A. Therefore P of A equal to 30% equal to 0.3. That is 30 by 100 equal to 0.3. And next one is 20% student offered in Hindi. Therefore P of B. Therefore 20% by 100 means 0.2. And next clue is Hindi and English is 10%. Both mean you have to use the symbol is intersection. P of A intersection B equal to 10%. That is 10 by 100 mean 0.1. Next, what do you have to find out? What is the probability of yes offered English or Hindi? That means either or means you have to use P of A union B. We know the formula. P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So therefore using the values 0.3 plus 0.2 minus 0.1 equal to 0.4. The probability of English or Hindi is 0.4. Problem 2. A man and his wife appear in an interview for 2 vacancies in the same post. The probability of husband's selection is 1 by 7 and the probability of wife's selection is 1 by 5. What is the probability that only one of them is selected? Although I given the clue. What clue we have to use?
Only one of them. One of them means A selected and B non-selected, B selected and A non-selected. The question, first you have to put a name. Husband selection is A and wife selection is B. In this question, the probability is already given. We don't find out probability. The probability of husband selection is P of A equal to 1 by 7. And the probability of wife selection is P of B equal to 1 by 5. We have to find the probability of only one of them is selected. We know the formula. Only one of them means P of A into P of B bar plus P of A bar into P of B. We have to find out the non-selection list. Non-selection list means we have to find the P of A bar and P of B bar. What is the P of A bar? We know P of A, we can easily find out the P of A bar. P of A bar equal to 1 minus P of A. P of B bar equal to 1 minus P of B. That is P of A bar equal to 1 minus 1 by 7. That is P of A value is 1 by 7. 1 minus 1 by 7 equal to 6 by 7. In the same way, P of B equal to B bar equal to 1 minus P of B. Therefore, 1 minus 1 by 5. 1 by 5 P of B value equal to 4 by 5. So, we have to apply the formula. So, P of A into P of B bar plus P of A bar into P of bar. This is only one of them selected formula. Therefore, 1 by 7 into 4 by 5 plus 6 by 7 into 4 by 5. Therefore, cancel the values, we get 4 by 5. The probability that only one of them is selected is 4 by 5. Using the key points, you solving these type of all problems. Thank you.